Welcome back, everybody. We are here. We are back. It is me, Garmanza92, and it is a Thursday. So for today's video, we have got MotoGP 21 round 18 of our season for the MotoGP Premier Class. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos as they drop onto the channel. So yes, we are back with MotoGP 21 career mode. We head to Australia for the Australian Grand Prix at Melbourne in the Phillip Island circuit. This is the first race we have this season where we can wrap up the championship. So depending on what sort of result we can get, we might be able to win the championship and be crowned MotoGP World Champion. So the last season for our Moto2 didn't quite go to plan in the final laps of the race. So if you haven't seen that video, check that out. I will leave it above so you guys can check that one out if you would like. So yeah, let's jump straight into career mode and see where we go. So here we are at the career main menu. We haven't received our Monster Energy Yamaha MotoGP contract yet, but we do have a contract from Ducati Lenovo team. If we don't get the contract, obviously we've got one more week, so maybe we'll get a contract at the end of this video. Obviously we head to the Red Bull Australian Phillip Island circuit. We've obviously got the renewal there for our Tech 3, which we don't want. It is dry, so let's jump straight into the weekend and see what sort of lap times we can do. Like I said, we were competitive round here in our last Grand Prix for Moto2. We did have that bit of an issue in the race, however, yeah, it's quite a positive circuit for me. Like I say, I don't mind this circuit. It flows quite nicely. You've obviously got the last couple of corners which can be a little bit iffy. Again, apologies, this is not live footage. I do apologise for that. Obviously, when we didn't have internet, we were playing a lot of video games anyway, so we've just recorded a lot of footage. So we're just trying to catch up with the recorded footage. And obviously, we're being busy, we're getting married, sorting out our honeymoon. I haven't actually been able to update as much video content as I would have liked. So anyway, we are here. We're not going to worry about development tests. We jumped straight out. We've gone for a hard, just to try and do as many laps around here as we can. Also, a lot of you have said about my ideal telemetry, so we've turned that off. So let's just see what sort of lap times we can do through free practice. So we jumped straight in after free practice. We struggled a little bit actually in FP1. This is the first free practice session we have topped. So as you can see there, 127.9. Well, we probably would have put us around 7th or 8th in the last FP2. So it was the first session we managed to top, which was quite good. I think we managed to top it on a soft medium. Soft front, medium rear, that is. Obviously, this is now qualifying, so we are going to try the first couple of runs with a soft tyre. We are joined by Marc Marquez and Johan Mir in qualifying 2. So actually, we set that in a soft that time for FP3. So we switched to a soft to go out for qualifying. I believe we do have a medium on backup, or I saved a medium on backup. It's used, but not too used. It's I think it was about 70% on the left-hand side of the tyre. There's our development test. I know we're not too bothered because we are leaving this team, but it'd be nice to develop the bike and hopefully see the KTM still challenging at the front like they have been for us. So yeah, let's jump straight out and I will show you my fastest lap round qualifying. This is just as we go out at the start of the session to try and set a few laps. We managed to set 2 or 3 that were competitive laps, but we did go in. So we did set a 127.7 with the soft rear. However, this is now the medium rear, but still a soft front, but used soft front. So as we tip into turn 1, Mick Doohan corner, we come out of turn 1, we flick it left slightly. As we go into the southern loop round the left-hander, you drag it out just a little bit and try and bring yourselves into the curbs as you can try and get as much power out of this corner as possible. At the moment we are plus 0.13 as we come in onto the brakes for the first tight right-hander, turn 4. We get a little bit wide there. We pick up a late apex. We're on power mode 3 as well, so that we can pick up some decent acceleration. So we come round this corner. We seem to make a lot of time up through here on the AI. So there we are. So we're minus 1.13 on their time at the moment. Obviously, it is Zarco with a 127.6. It was only 8 thousandths of a second quicker than we are. So we go up Lukey Heights and down the hill onto the brakes into the lovely turn 10, which is very easy to outbrake yourself on that corner. We are still but a red sector into sector 3. We normally lose a little bit of time going around these corners, but with that medium rear, it looks like we've just made a bit. But I think coming onto those curbs is going to affect our drive out of the corner, which it does. But we go across the line on a 127.5. That is a provisional part at the moment with 4 minutes left, and we have just knackered up that final lap there. So, end of qualifying. Actually, Fabio Quartararo managed a 127.533. So, well done to Fabio. Hats off, sir. He hasn't been there all the time, really, so fair play to him. Alex Rins there at the bottom of that Q2. I was going to say FP2, but it wasn't. It's Q2. So, race time. We are into the race for the Phillip Island. We head here after a few decent results, so hopefully we can continue that flow and get a good result as well. We've got a medium front and a medium rear. Obviously, it does say about a soft front, but I'm just a little bit sceptical on the, I think it's the left-hand side of the tyre for the front. Going into the last couple of corners, we like to have that little bit of extra grip. There's a couple of riders there that have gone for a hard rear, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them. As we look down the grid, Franco Morbidelli and Valentino Rossi there, not on the rear of the grid, which is good to see. So we sit on the grid, we are second, we are on the front row, right in the middle of the front row. We've got Fabio to our left and Zarco to our right. So can we get a decent start off of the line? So here we are, the clutch is in, the revs are up. As soon as those lights are out, we are a go. So here we go, we head off to start the Melbourne racetrack of Phillip Island's Australian Grand Prix. Can we get up the inside of Fabio Quartararo into turn 1? No, we can't. He uses the speed rounder, so we get swallowed by a few Ducatis there. We do get up the inside. Oh, sorry, Fabio. That's bad. Hands up. Sorry, Fabio. That was a bit naughty there. So anyway, we come out of that. We apologise to Fabio. We got the braking point a little bit wrong there. We come into turn 4 anyway. We are at the front of the grid, or the front of the field in position 1. So we are winning the Grand Prix at the moment, or should I say we are leading the Grand Prix at the moment. We are nearly half a second in front of Zarco. We do pick up normally some time on the AI through these corners. We are just being careful as we are on minus 6 laps of fuel, or not 6 laps, but 0.6 laps of fuel. So we go down to power map and 2. It is 0.5 now to Johan Mir. Johan Mir's come up through the grid. I believe he was on the 2nd row, 3rd row, something like that. So he's had a good start in the first lap. Hopefully we can try and maintain this gap of a 0.4 or 0.3 as it is now. As we go around the final corner, we come out of the final corner relatively quite well. We do lose some time. No, we don't. We're gaining time. Okay, I thought we lost some time there. Coming around that final corner. Right, into the first corner. Mick Doohan corner. The legend that is Mick Doohan. Flick it into the southern loop. Turn 2, try and pick up that late apex. Going to pick up a very late apex there as we were on the acceleration a little bit too early. We come down into Stoner corner. Another Australian legend of the MotoGP, Casey Stoner. Round turn 4, out of turn 4. Another crash. It isn't someone from the top 8, I don't think. Unless it was unfortunately Jack Miller. Jack Miller was 8th there. He's just dropped off the top 8 board, so Hopefully it wasn't Jack crashing. It wasn't Jack because he's still 8th. Just seen him pop up there. So we come round a couple of the corners. Into the left-hander, Lukey Heights. Up over the hill. And back down the hill slightly and drop off the face. Into turn 10. Easy to go wide there like we do most of the time. Right. Out of this corner, we're on lap 2. We go round the final corner now. Nice and easy through here. Don't want to get that rear wheel sliding out too much. It is the left-hand side of the tyres that we are worried about. And they are already at about halfway. And Johan Mir is a 128.2. Sorry, 128.1. We've just set a 128.2. So he's definitely keeping tabs with us at the moment. We've just got to try and keep the standard race pace as I lose my braking marker and go slightly wide. Obviously trying to protect that left-hand side of that tyre slightly. Being a little bit tentative with the front and the rear. There's obviously a lot of fast corners for this. Oh, Johan Mir touching the rear end of us there. We're playing back there with a little bit of a nudge. We're going to try and push him wide, which we don't. He's going to try and get the inside of us, but we shut the doors. We come round and out of that. There is another crash. I didn't see who that was. We come round the turn 8 and we come up over to Lukey Heights for turn 9 and 10. We have still got... Oh no, Mia! Stand it up. Oh! That's naughty there from me, but we did do the same to Fabio Quartararo, so not as bad as that, I don't think, I have to say, not as bad as that, but we were worried then. We thought we were going to come onto the grass. If we had touched the grass, we would have definitely been down with the lean angle that we had, so we had to stand the bike up slightly, which, if I'm honest, probably ran us onto the grass, but we've now got Paco Bagnaia 0.4 behind us, and Mir 1.2 seconds in front. Can we close Mir down here? We are switched to power back in 3 just to see if it gives us a little bit more power to close him down slightly. The gap's still at 1.2. We're onto the acceleration a little bit too early there. It's compromised our exit into this corner. I have to say, I think Mir's got pace here. The last lap he did when he granted nudged us off was a 128.0, so ours was a 129.8 as we were trying to protect that left hand side of the tyre. Someone's crashed again. We've got Bagnaia and Marquez behind us. Marquez and Bagnaia in a little bit of a battle there because Marquez just stood up to 3rd and then got knocked back down straight away. They are 0.7 behind, so we come into Lukey Heights again. Round the corner. Onto the hill. Easy into turn 10. Can we make some time up on Mir here? I don't think we're going to. He's pulling away from us, if I'm honest. He's 1.4 seconds in front now. Another crash. Lots of people crashing on this circuit. There's 2 KTMs now within the top... 3 KTMs, technically. 3 KTMs in the top 8 now. Both factory riders and ourselves are in. We are on lap 5 of 7. We've got 3 laps left. And if I'm honest, the left-hand side tyre... I don't want to be riding them curbs. The left-hand side tyre, Marquez has crashed. Marquez has just crashed out of 4th place. Yeah, the left-hand side tyre in these mediums is rather warm. I don't know if... I can't remember what tyres Mir had, which is why we're going to try and just keep in touch with him. We are nearly a second now, so we've nearly gained 0.4 of a second on him. Hopefully with a bit of luck we can bring that time down and maybe catch up with him in the latter stages of this race. Obviously we are going to have to be rather cautious of our own tyres as well as his own. But be nice to think that he went with a soft front, I think. But then again, he's probably gone for a medium rear, so he's going to have more grip coming out the corners than we are. So we come into turn 10, go very wide out of turn 10. Yeah, you can see the tyre spinning up there now. Tyre starting to spin up. Loses a lot of time, 1.7 seconds he's in front now. We've lost 4/10 of a second to Bagnaia around those last couple of corners. We go across the line, a 128.1, so our race pace itself is actually quite consistent. He's just done a 127.9 though, so Mir is pushing here to maintain his gap at a 1.2 second lead. We go very wide into the southern loop. We try and get onto the acceleration out of the corner, but not too much with that rear tyre. Have to be slightly more cautious as we go around these left-hand corners now. The dreaded corner. We do not want to lose it on the rear out of that corner like we did with the Moto2s. Obviously with the tyre wear, it is a big possibility that we could make the same mistake as we did in Moto2. It was tyres that tricked us, not tricked us, but tyres that let us down in Moto2. Let's hope it's not the tyres that let us down in the GP race as well. We are now 0.2 and 2 seconds, sorry. Mir is in front of us now. We are 0.3 as we go wide again into turn 10. Can't get that turn properly done. Turn 11. Come out of turn 11. The gap in front is now 2.3 seconds as we struggle with the rear tyre. We've got Pecco Bagnaia 0.2 behind us now. We come down the main straight. We're going to try and conserve fuel just in case we need it for this lap. The gap's now at 0.4, so we got out of that corner relatively quite well as we were coming down that main straight. We flick it left for the southern loop. Oh, we go wide again though. That's going to try and pick up that late apex. That's not bad, that's not bad. We come out of there, get off the curbs. We're not going to be on the curbs, that's going to slow us down. The gap's at 0.2 now as we come onto the brakes into turn 10. Get it stopped, get it stopped. Not bad, that's good. So we've got 0.4 gap now between us and Bagnaia. Let's try and keep that gap. We go round the corner for turn 6. Out of turn 6. There's no way we're going to catch Mir, who's 2.2 seconds in front of us. But the second place should seal us the championship, considering Zarco and Quartararo are nowhere to be seen in the top 8. It is just Pecco Bagnaia, who could not cause an upset, who could dive up the inside of us into turn 10, but we're going to try and actually get that stopped. Right, round the last corner, or penultimate corner. Out of the penultimate corner, down the hill, towards turn 12. Keep it stuck against that curve for turn 12. Getting a lot of spin on that rear tyre now. But we are going to come out of there relatively quite well and across the line and pick up our second place and hopefully crown the MotoGP World Champions. So there is the final race result. Joan Mir, hats off to you, sir. A 127.9 and 2.1 seconds in front of us for second place. So he takes the win. A brilliant race there for Joan Mir. We are Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Rins, Jorge Martin, Oliveira, Binder, Espargaro, Morbidelli, the top. Oh, okay, so we had 5 do not finishes, and one of those being Fabio Quartararo. Sorry, Fabio, our bad. So yes, that is it, I think, because we've only got 1 race left, 2 races left, maybe 1 race left. We are MotoGP World Champion. We have been crowned GP champion in our rookie season. And the KTM is still Constructors' Championship top at the moment, which is really, really good. It took us a while for this season to get used to the KTM, but once we got used to the KTM and the MotoGP bikes for this game, we were able to be competitive, and we've won the championship for our first season, which is good. And obviously next year we are going to head to a different team, so it's always nice to go to those teams as the MotoGP World Champion. But Mir, to be fair to him, rode a brilliant race today and takes the win. We take second place, and Pecco Bagnaia joining us on the podium in third. He was 400ths of a second behind us. So we pick up reputation points. The 14,500 that we need takes us over 450,000, and we get a load more credits. That gives us 628,000 credits. Couple of development points there for the team, which is good. We didn't receive the contract So we haven't had the offer from MotoGP's Monster Energy Yamaha team. So we are probably going to go with... it's a shame you can't change the terms of the contract for a 1-year deal. No, you can't. Okay, but let's leave it. We're just going to accept it, I think. Yeah, so obviously we do want to ride with a different factory team next year. And at the moment, that factory team is Ducati Lenovo team as we stick our signature on it. So we will be with the Ducati team next year. I don't think, I'm trying to remember if I've been with the Ducati team. I don't think I have for a long time. So agreement not found. That's unfortunate there. Probably something to do with our chief engineer, team manager, whatever you want to call them. So we've only got a few weeks left of the season. We've got one more race at Valencia. Two more races left. We've got Malaysia and then Valencia. So we have crowned MotoGP World Champion and we head to Malaysia for the next Grand Prix. Right, so there we are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we were crowned MotoGP World Champion. So that's great for our rookie season. We have signed a contract for next year, so we will be with Ducati. I look forward to that. I just tried to think. I don't think I have done Ducati for a number of years now. I think the last time I probably played a MotoGP game and drove the Ducati on a career mode was maybe when either Cal Crutchlow or Valentino Rossi were driving Ducati. So a fair few years. So yeah, a bit interesting, a bit different. I look forward to it. I hope you guys do as well. If you think I've made the right decision, leave a comment. Show your support if you do. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so leave a like, hit the subscribe, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss my next video as it drops on, which will obviously be next Tuesday. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.